Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is July 16, 2024, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, watching the U.S. banks rally to record highs. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So we start at today's 2:30 South African time. Out of Canada, we have a CPI, Core Price Index. That's an inflationary report. And out of the United States, monthly retail sales number coming out. Now looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the British pound rallies and holds on to its resistance-ish level versus the US dollar. Other major pairs are pretty much unchanged. Now shifting over to the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ gets a slight sell-off, a tapering off. And as we look at commodities, gold holding on to its all-time resistance-ish level, looking for a breakout. Take a look at that. And now looking at oil and natural gas selling off. Now looking at the stocks specifically, it's Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan that rallied to all-time record highs. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin surges and then tapers off. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Euro USD. You can see we're struggling at this resistance-ish level of 108.96-ish level. All intents and purposes, it's 109. Okay, which is kind of interesting because it's shy of 110, and that's usually a resistance-ish level, a round number. So that's important to note. Now looking at the GBP USD, a little bit stronger. It pushed ahead to 129.60s. Now we made this calculation already, and it's now just holding on to it. Not breaking out, not selling off, but there's got to be a catalyst at some point. So keep an eye on this because it might, hold on for a while and then sell off, okay? And that might be an interesting play, and use that 200-day moving average at 128.30-ish level as a support, okay? That could be. Now shifting over to gold, look at this. This is a multi-time frame. This is a daily chart. If we're looking at a weekly chart, you can see it a little bit clearer. It looks like it's getting stronger, okay? It's hanging out towards the upper range of its resistance-ish level, and that kind of gives me an indication that it might break out. So keep an eye on this, because if it does break out, it's going to be a major play. Now looking at natural gas, completely shifting even lower to 215, down from 225-ish level. It was holding in earlier this week. Now looking at crude oil, also shifting lower to $81 a barrel. Now that's a big deal, because over here we did rally back from $72 back to 81. Now we're getting to supportish level at 80.75. So keep that in mind, as that could naturally decline there. All right, now looking at the Dow Jones, holding on to its highs, but not anymore. 40,463, breaking that 30-day moving average on a 1-hour chart. But it's still way to go on a 4-hour and especially on a daily. Okay, so it's just hanging out. It's all-time record highs if we look at that. And the NASDAQ holding close to its highs, not holding on its highs. Now, next week, we've got a bunch of FANG stocks coming out with their corporate earning reports, quarterly earning reports. That's a big deal. Now, shifting over to the stocks, let's take a look at it. JP Morgan, strong like a rock, hitting all-time record highs yesterday, 211. That's a major play. Now, this is going to be kind of interesting. Is it going to hold on to this? Is it going to break out? Is it going to retrace? And this will be a leading indicator, okay? So keep an eye on this later today, all right? Now looking at the other financial institution, Goldman Sachs, we followed that yesterday, hitting all-time record highs. If you look at Goldman, this is Goldman. It doesn't say Goldman, but it's Goldman, okay? Trading at 492. Now look at this behemoth, all right? This is all-time record highs on its dead highs, and looks like there's no tomorrow, okay? There's nothing holding it from going even higher, all right? Now we're in an inflationary market, and this is affecting the stocks also, so keep that in mind as this is still unfolding. Now looking at Bitcoin, tracing after the surge, okay, to 64,000 yesterday, and it's at 62,000 right now. For all intents and purposes, at resistance-ish levels, so keep that in mind. It may see itself retrace and may check out back to that 60K as a supportish level, so keep that in mind. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.